Hello, my name is Sonam Joshi and today we are going to discuss chapter 2, the world population, distribution, density and growth, question number 4, part 1st of subject geography. So let's start. Question 4, part 1st, discuss the factors influencing the distribution and density of population in the world. So now we are going to talk about what are the factors which influences the distribution and density of population present in world. So basically maybe they are classified into three broad categories, and they are then again classified, they are subdivided into minor factors. So let's start with our first category, which is geographical factors. So availability of water is one of the sub minor factor. Is it is the most important factor of life. We all know that we need water to live anywhere, right? The water is our first priority, and people prefer to live in areas where fresh water is readily available. We know that people would be comfortable living up into a place where there are natural resources available, like there would be plenty of fresh water available. Not just water, but fresh water is readily available. Okay, water is essential for development of agriculture and carrying out day-to-day activities. We need water for our personal use and also for the agriculture. So now our next minor factor which comes under geographical factor is climate. So people usually prefer living in areas that do not have extreme climate conditions, means that those areas that do not have high diurnal and annual range of temperature, and also which have adequate rainfall. For example, Mediterranean regions. So Mediterranean regions are also known as Mediterranean region or sometimes Mediterranean, are the regions which lands around the Mediterranean Sea, that have a climate with mild rainy winters and hot dry summers, which supports characteristics like Mediterranean forest and etc. So this is the example. Next one is soils. So fertile soils are important for agriculture and allied activities. Therefore areas which have fertile loamy soils, where they can grow their food, have more people living on them, as these can support intensive agriculture. For example, northern plains. So next, our major factor is economic factor. So its minor factor first is minerals. Areas rich in minerals attracts industry. We all know that industry needs natural resources, right? So they can convert it into their goods, good products. Okay, so means they need raw material, means they need minerals. Mining and allied activities generate employment. Skilled and semi skilled workers move to these areas and make them densely populated. So you can see that these are all connected with each other. They all are interconnected, right? Minerals, there are where there are increased number of minerals available, the more there will be industries there, and more there will be employment, and people would prefer living there, right? There would be more employment rate, so people would prefer living there. So this will lead to the place would be densely populated. So for example, Kadenga, Zambia copper belt in Africa, it is the very densely populated place which is in Africa. Our next factor is industrialization. Okay, so industrial belts provide job opportunities and attract large number of people. These include not only factory workers but also transport operators, shopkeepers, doctors and other professionals. For example, the Kobe Osaka industrial region of Japan. So we know that in an industry there not only a requirement of specific workers like people who work in the industry, also there will be a requirement of transport operators and shopkeepers, doctors and other professionals, which leads to industrialization. Our third point of is urbanization. Better employment opportunities, educational and medical facilities, better means of transport and communication attract people to cities. As I told you earlier that people would prefer living in a place where there are sufficient resources and facilities available, right? So it leads to rural urban migration and hence cities grow in size. Example, a large number of people move to cities like Delhi, Mumbai, etc., and hence make them densely populated. Our last point of economic factor is social and cultural factors. So these both are very important factor. Some places attract more people because they have religious and cultural significance. In the same way, people tend to move away from place where there is social and political unrest. For example, like emigration of people from civil war affected areas of Africa. Many a times government offers incentives to people to live in sparsely populated area. Example, Indira Gandhi Canal colonies. Hope this would help. Thank you.